Mr. Cannabis.
So growing media can be made up of either organic or inorganic compounds. Organic materials include peat moss, bark, coconut coir, rice hulls, and wood fiber. Inorganic materials include perlite, pumice, vermiculite, sand, rockwool, hydroton, and hydrogel. The quantity of organic matter can affect the pH of the growing medium, as more hydrogen ions can be bonded to the media structure and not free to lower nutrient water pH. However, decomposition of organic matter will also lead to the production of more organic acids, thus lowering the pH. High hydrogen ion quantity means that more nutrients can be released from the nutrient water to the substrate in CEC, and low hydrogen ions mean that fewer nutrients can be exchanged between the nutrient water and the media. So if a media has a low CEC, the hydrogen ions emitted through the root's plasma membrane via ATP-driven proton pump can lower the pH of the nutrient solution through this process more than a media with a high CEC. This is why when you check your leachate, it may be at a lower pH than the solution that you applied. For inert substrates such as rockwool, perlite, and sand, the water pH should be maintained between 5 and 6 to maximize nutrient uptake. These substrates have a low CEC, so they hold fewer cations, and all the nutrients must then be provided by the fertilizer solution. This low CEC, as well as ideal growing conditions for root health, is why you can run a higher EC in hydroponics. Of course, that's only if other environmental factors allow for higher photosynthetic and respiratory functions to use the increased nutrient concentrations. When using substrates with moderate CEC, such as peat, coir, and bark, the water alkalinity, growing media pH, and electroconductivity in fertilizer management needs to be monitored closely. The substrate will retain cations and bicarbonates, which will influence the pH of the growing medium. More about that in section 6.2, alkalinity. But essentially, when you're using a moderately high CEC media and more organic-based nutrients, there's more of a back and forth between the media, nutrient solution, and root system that's to be accounted for, rather than simply feeding with a synthetic nutrient-based solution. Alright, so now let's take a look at the specific media types.